Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you a new episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge. As you can see, we are here with Rebecca, and she is just getting herself ready to go play a little bit of chess and work on some skill building, which we absolutely love for her. She is feeling in a fine mood. She's the only one currently up right now this morning. It is bright and early, and she is just feeling like maybe she needs to get a little bit of skill building in. So we're going to let her go ahead and work on that. I absolutely love it when our Sims go ahead and autonomously want to skill build. So we are going to go ahead and let her do a little bit of that. As you can see in the game, it is 1971. And so we are moving right along. We have gone ahead and done the first portion of the Vietnam War with our family. I did that off camera, and I did post that on the community tab, letting you know who went to war and who didn't make it. And I posted those pictures on the community tab. So we have had some loss in the family, unfortunately, and our Sims are having a little bit of sadness due to that. As you can see, that hasn't really affected Rebecca so much, but she is going to get a little bit of journaling in, it looks like. I think that she is going to turn out to be a pretty well-rounded Sim. She does like to get her homework done. She likes to journal. She works on her skills on her own, which we absolutely love. And she is putting out a little bit of forbidden words out into the world right now, which is not necessarily great. But overall, she is getting some emotional control, which is fantastic. And I think she's going to be a pretty well-rounded Sim overall. I am going to, in this episode, be taking Norma out to the art gallery, and we're going to be working with her and trying to sell some paintings. So we will see her do some painting today so that we can make sure that we have enough things in the shop that we can sell. So she will be working on that today. Charles is going to be heading off to school here along with Rebecca, so we will just see them off here. They are going to go ahead and head on to school for the day. And then we will just check with Norma after we get them set up for school and see what she wants to get into. Looks like she's going to go ahead and grab herself something to eat here. She is feeling a little bit uncomfortable currently, but we'll have her go ahead and have herself a little bit of breakfast this morning. And then she can go ahead and tend to the things around the house and make sure like the chickens are fed and things like that before she goes ahead and gets started on some paintings. There will need to be some cleaning up and things of that nature so we can make sure that the house things are tended to here. And as you can see, she does have her 70s look. I showed you that in the last episode, but I think that she turned out really lovely for the 70s. And I just really think that overall, as time goes on and they progress through time, these Sims just get lovelier and lovelier. So I am here for it. I love to see it. She is just having herself a little bit of honey and peanut butter banana toast here, and that is great. So once she is done with her toast, we will have her go ahead and come on out and scatter some feed for the chickens, and then I may send her out for a little bit of a jog, just because we do know that Norma does like to have her morning jogs. So I may let her go ahead and have herself a little bit of a jog this morning before she has to get started on any of the things that she needs to do as far as painting goes. We want her to go ahead and do the things that she loves to do in her life. I don't want her to feel like she's missing out on anything. Just because she has this art gallery doesn't mean that she has to stop giving up the other things that she loves, such as jogging in the mornings and things like that. So while the kids are away at school, we'll go ahead and let her get her jog in, and she can do that, and then she can go off and get some painting in, and we can head her off to the gallery later on once we have enough paintings collected for the day. So we're going to send her out for her morning jog. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning here on a Tuesday. It is a lovely spring day. It's very sunny out, and so she's just enjoying the weather and enjoying the fact that she can get out and she can go out for her jog. She's thinking about the fact that she's so blessed that she had the money left over from all of the veterans affairs and things like that. Obviously, everyone in her family that has passed away that had received a pension, and even herself for going to the war, the money that they had saved up, she was able to go ahead and purchase the plot for the gallery and get the gallery. And because of that, she's just feeling really, really blessed that she was able to do that. And she could quit the job that she hated and go ahead and purchase a gallery. And even though it could be stressful, it might not work out, it might not be a success like she's hoping it will be, it is an adventure that she is hoping that she's going to love. We do know that Norma absolutely loves painting, and she's hoping that it's going to be something that is a success. So she has finished her jog. She's just going to go over and have a little bit of a chat with some of the neighbors and the mailman and have a little bit of conversation. She does like to be inundated with some of the neighbors and be a nice neighbor and real friendly. So she's just having a little bit of a conversation here with her mailman, and she is going to just do a little bit of a cheerful introduction with some of the locals here and have a little bit of a conversation with everyone here, you know, after she's finished up her jog. And then once she's done with that, it looks like she did not actually get a chance to scatter feed for the chickens, so I will have her go ahead and do that because I do want to make sure that our chickens are fed. And then we'll have her go on inside and get started with some painting. So she's just going to go ahead and scatter that feed, and then we'll have her go on into the house and get painting. I don't really know how many paintings I have in mind for her to paint. I do know that she is going to need a couple more. She has been painting off and on her own over time. In the last episode, we did several paintings that we had put in her inventory, and I will have her do a couple more. She doesn't have to fill that entire store. I mean, that would obviously be amazing if we could fill the entire store, but I do want us to go ahead and start selling things, so obviously that might be an issue. But we'll go ahead and get started here with a painting, and whenever we get enough where I think we can go ahead and open the store, then we'll take her over to the shop and we'll open the gallery and have our first grand opening. And I think it'll be really interesting to see how Norma handles that first grand opening and how the business does on that first day. But for now, she's just contemplating this art and painting away and really feeling pretty good. She is doing a fantastic job here at painting. She absolutely loves it. She gets really inspired when she paints. It is something that she absolutely loves to do, and it doesn't stress her out like the mixology thing did. Even though she wanted to be a mixologist, for whatever reason, it did stress her out quite a bit. So I think this was definitely a good move in changing her career, and I have also changed the aspiration so that she can get points for that. And I think this is going to be a good career path for her. So we are just going to let her finish this painting up, and then she can go ahead and frame that, and we'll put it in her inventory. And she's just going to go ahead and go on outside and talk to a little bit of her plants. We know that she does like gardening, so she's going to go on outside and deal with some of the gardening, looking at some of the plants. But it does look like we have received some mail, so I'm going to have her check the mail as well. As you would know, in the last episode, we did send off for trading one of our chickens. So I do think we probably have some of that meat in our mail now that we would need to go ahead and put in the fridge. And yes, we do. It looks like we also got a plant in the mail, so I'm going to just go ahead and sell that. And then this chicken meat we'll go ahead and we'll just pop in the fridge so that it doesn't go off. And she is just out here talking to her plants. Like I said, she loves her garden, and you know, I don't have her planting fruits and vegetables right now. I am just having her plant flowers right now. I'm just going to do a flower garden for her. So I went ahead and purchased some seasonal flowers, and we're going to have her plant some tulips in this other one as well. And she'll just have a flower garden. I think that makes more sense than us doing fruits and veg, because she's not cooking anymore and not doing any kind of culinary career path. I don't think we necessarily need the fruits and veg coming into the house. So we'll just do flowers. It'll be something that she can just look at that's beautiful in the yard, that she can appreciate. And I think that she would enjoy that much more. So we're just going to have her plant these tulips. And I'm gone ahead and purchased some starter flowers, and we'll just plant an extra flower in this fourth slot here. And then we'll have her go ahead and water all of these plants as well. After she gets this last one planted, she can water them and we will just sell the extras because we don't need them. So it does look like currently we have 3 paintings in her inventory here that we can put on the wall at the gallery. So we are going to need to paint quite a bit more. I think 3 paintings is just not enough for us to open up the gallery. So she's going to need to get to painting a little bit more in order for us to open up the shop. So I will have her paint quite a bit more in order for us to open that up. And it looks like Maddie's calling to chat. And do we want to answer? Yes, we will answer that. He's calling to chat with Charles, obviously. So we will go ahead and answer his call. And Norma is just going ahead and talking to her plants a little bit while Charles accepts the call from his dad. They are just going to go ahead and have a little bit of a conversation. They're doing a little bit of catching up. Obviously, he hasn't seen his dad since he was a house guest, and so they have a lot of catching up to do. They're just having a little bit of a chat. He's just checking in on Charles and seeing how he's doing. I think that he would probably miss him, not seeing him every day, when that is something that he had clearly gotten used to while he was staying here at the house. And so I think they would probably call and check on each other pretty frequently. But I am going to go ahead and get all of the family members into the house so that they can take care of their needs. As you can see, Rebecca is in a world of trouble. She needs to go to the washroom, get something to eat, and she's tired and desperately in need of some fun. So we are going to need to go ahead and get her needs up. And Charles is in desperate need of fun as well. So I'm going to get him out here on this swing and just have him swing for a little bit and see if that helps with his fun any. Hopefully it does. If not, then we will, I guess, try some other means of getting his fun up. Maybe we can get him to fish for a little while or something of that nature if the swing doesn't work out. But I am going to just go ahead and get Rebecca working on her needs. I'm going to get Norma in here making a little bit of dinner for the family because, as we know, everyone in the house will need to eat at some point. So we will just get her working on starting some supper. She has pretty good needs overall, so I think that is good. She is feeling a little bit tired, so after she does supper, she probably will want to go ahead and turn in for the night. It is only about 5:30 p.m., so she may only need to take a nap, but she is starting to feel pretty tired. She has done a lot of work today. I may let her go ahead and lay down for just a brief nap, and then she's going to need to get back to painting. But I will let her get a little bit of rest maybe. And it doesn't seem like the swing is really helping his fun too very much. So I am going to go ahead and, oh no, it looks like he's got some stomach gurgles that don't sound good. Poor Charles is in a really tough place. He's desperately in need of some fun. His stomach is upset. But I am going to have him come over here and just get a little bit of fishing in and see if that might help with his fun a little bit. And as you can see, the girls are just in the kitchen having a little bit of conversation over a plate as Rebecca scarfs that down. We know she is a little bit of a glutton, so she really gets into her food. But she is having a conversation with her mom, and they are just having a little bit of talk about her day at school today. And she is just telling her mom that, you know, school was pretty tense for her today. She had a rough day today. And she is really in need of some fun. And her mom's like, why don't you go outside and play on the swings for a little while before you head off to bed? And she's like, okay, Mom. So after she finishes her meal, she's going to go outside and she is going to swing on the swings for a little while and see if she can get her fun up a little bit. I think that the fun on the swings might be a little bit more successful for Rebecca just because she's a little bit younger than it was for Charles. Charles, unfortunately, being a little bit older, probably didn't find that as fun as Rebecca might. Rebecca will probably get a little bit more out of the swings than Charles did. Charles is, as we know, just a little bit older and probably thinks, you know, this is a little bit ridiculous. But Rebecca, being a child, will probably have a little bit more fun on the swings. So we will go ahead and queue up for Charles to grab himself a serving of this food that Norma made, and then we'll just check on Rebecca and see how her fun gain is coming. So it does look like the swings are helping her a little bit. Her fun is increasing, which is great. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to increase all the way before she needs to go ahead and go to bed. She is really in need of some rest. but it does look like it is working out, that it is helping her fun. So we do at least know that this does help. So that is great news that the swings are at least helping, but she is so exhausted. I am going to go ahead and just put her off to bed. We're going to let her go and climb herself into bed now, because she's just like, I can't swing any longer. If I stay on these swings, I'm afraid I'm going to fall off and bonk my head because I'm just shattered. So she's going to just unfortunately take herself in and go ahead and tuck herself into bed. Norma has gone upstairs and gone to take herself a little bit of a nap. She is feeling pretty tired, but she is going to need to get herself painting. So I am going to need to get her up doing that pretty soon. So Rebecca's headed off to bed now, and then Charles also will head himself off to bed. Everyone is getting themselves some rest. As you can see, Norma is up from her little bit of a nap, and she is quickly in here painting away. She is like, I am inspired. I need to get at the easel. So she is leveling up in her painting skill. She's at level 5 of painting now, which is fantastic news. She is just using all of the inspiration that she can to put as much artistic craftiness into these paintings. She really wants them to do well and sell at her gallery. She knows that she needs these paintings to be really, really good if they're going to be able to sell, and she's going to have a successful night whenever she finally does get to a place where she can have that grand opening. And so she's putting all of the craftiness that she can into these paintings, and you can tell that it really is important to her, and she is really taking this seriously. So I'm just going to frame this, and we'll put it in her inventory with the others, and then she can continue on with painting more paintings so that we can have a nice collection to go ahead and open the gallery with. But for now, I am going to go ahead and just let her get a little bit more rest. It is 11 o'clock at night, and so we'll let her sleep for the evening, and everyone can just go ahead and buckle in for the night. Charles is up. He is just desperate for fun. Absolutely desperate for fun. He's decided to go ahead and start some wash for his mom. He just is like, you know what? She's got so much on her plate with trying to get all these paintings pumped out for the gallery that I'm just going to go ahead and help her with the wash and be a nice help for her, because she just has so much going on. But then he's decided he's going to go watch a little bit of television, because honestly, he is not really sure how else he's going to be able to get his fun up, and he knows that he enjoys watching television, but he's decided that he's going to watch the cooking show. Why? Because he's a foodie. Yeah, Charles has decided when he aged up that he likes to be a foodie. And so when he does watch television, he typically watches the cooking channel. And I mean, I love that for him. I really do. But I don't know how much that's going to help his fun need. Because if you think about it, if he were a little bit older, technically this would be a skill building channel. And so is that really fun for him? I don't really know. I mean, it is getting his fun up a little bit, but only minimally. It's not like he were actually watching a television program and it would really get his fun up quickly. So it is slowly gaining this fun need, but not where we really need it to be. Additionally, he is feeling pretty grungy, and so I am going to need to go ahead and get him into the shower. So I do think that we will, once his fun gets up just a little bit more, we'll take him in, we'll allow him to go shower, and then maybe we can get him back in here watching a little bit more television, and maybe he'll choose a different television channel to watch. I'm not really sure, but we'll let him shower and then he can watch a little bit more television. Norma and Rebecca are both still sleeping. It is only 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, almost 4 in the morning. So they are still sleeping, sound asleep, while he is trying desperately to get his needs taken care of. And, you know, his energy is fantastic, but the other needs just actually kind of woke him up. He woke up and he was just like, I really need some kind of fun in my life, and I can't rest anymore. I've just got to take care of this. So he's decided to go ahead and watch a little bit of television here, and then once he's done with that, we will obviously let him just take care of any of the needs that he has that he needs to do. He is just kind of on his phone a little bit, as any good teenager would be. And Norma's going to go ahead and get up and make a little bit of breakfast for the family. She's feeling a little bit hungry, and so she's like, well, I might as well get up, cook a little bit of breakfast, because the family, as we know, is going to need to eat. The meal that she made last night didn't get put away, and so it went off. So there aren't any leftovers. So she's just going to go ahead and get up and make a little bit of a meal here for the family. It looks like she's decided that she's going to make a little bit of French toast. Everyone in the family loves French toast, and they especially love Norma's French toast. So it should be a big hit. So she's just going to go ahead and get to making that. She is feeling pretty sad this morning, but I am hoping that she will get over that so that we can get her to the easel. If not, maybe she can paint a sad painting. We do know that sometimes, you know, that will help her to get over that sadness. Painting her feelings is sometimes helpful, and so we will try that. And obviously a painting is a painting. I don't know if it will sell as well as some of the other paintings, but it is something that we could try. It does look like Rebecca is up. She's come down to talk to her mom and get a little bit of advice. And she says she's got a present she thinks is dumb. She wants to trade it. We're going to tell her not to do that, to keep it. The present was for her, and she needs to be grateful for the present. You know, the children always wanting to get rid of their things is something that I don't understand quite fully. But we are definitely trying to instill in her some good morals and things of that nature. So we are definitely going to tell her to keep that present. They are just finishing up a little bit of breakfast. Obviously, Rebecca's going to grab herself a plate. I don't know why she's not going to sit at the table, but she's heading into the living room to have her meal. She did finish up her homework there, I believe, but I am going to have her do her makeup work and her extra credit work after she finishes her French toast plate. We will have Charles go ahead and he can do his homework after he has his breakfast as well. It is Earth Day today, so they do need to do a little bit of gardening. They can do a little bit of telling of stories, some water fun, festive lighting, and appreciating an object. So it doesn't look like Charles is really keen on Earth Day or that he cares to do anything for Earth Day, so I'm not going to be too worried about having to do anything for him on this Earth Day. But it does look like some of the others may want to participate in some of the festive holidays. It looks like Earth Day for Rebecca, she wants to do some festive lighting and some water fun. So we may try to get her to do a little bit of something, possibly, if we can. And for Norma, she wants to do some gardening and some water fun. So we can at least get her doing a little bit of gardening, and that hopefully can meet her doing a little bit of stuff on Earth Day to make her have a little bit of a good Earth Day. So we'll do that. But as we know, she definitely has to continue on with the paintings. I do want her getting into the shop. So we will obviously have to make that a priority. We'll try to cut in a little bit of time for her to get some gardening in, but painting is our number one priority because she does want to go ahead and have that grand opening. It looks like she's making another one of these paintings. She had painted another one of these already, but we'll have two of the same one. That is not going to be a problem. She can, I don't know if pruning this plant is actually going to count as gardening, so I will actually have her come out and do some harvesting of these plants. That harvesting will count as gardening for her Earth Day. So we'll do that. The children are going to have school today, so they will head off to school in just about 30 minutes time. And so they're not going to be able to help out with any of the chores really around the house. They can clean up the dishes from their breakfast, but aside from that, they're not going to really have a whole lot that they can do around the house to help mom out. So she'll have to get out here and scatter the feed for the chickens after she deals with the gardening. So unfortunately, it is what it is. They have to go to school. And so she is kind of going to be left on her own. But they did get their homework done before they went into school this morning, which is fantastic news. I love that they are able to keep that up. And she has finished another painting that we can go ahead and frame up and put in her inventory. So that's fantastic news. And it looks like she has gone ahead and done some appreciating of an object, and doing that has met off one of her tasks for Earth Day. And so she is feeling good about that, which we love. So already she is meeting milestones for her Earth Day, and she's like, this is great. I love that I am, having a good Earth Day so far, and I'm appreciating things and just taking a moment to appreciate the world around me. So Norma is in a great mood. She's feeling really inspired. She's come out, she's doing a little bit of gardening. That's helping with feeling really close to nature and the earth. And she is absolutely loving the fact that she is helping to contribute to the planet today on this Earth Day. But as she knows, the gallery is not going to open itself without some painting, so she is going to head back upstairs and do another painting. Currently, right now, we have, 3, 4, 5 paintings that we can sell at the gallery, so this will be painting number 6. I think after 6 paintings, we would have enough to go ahead and open up the shop, so we can go ahead and get her headed over to the gallery and get those on the wall. 6 is probably plenty for us to go ahead and do a grand opening. I don't think we have to have too many more than that. It is enough to go ahead and just get us started and kind of get our feet wet. So we'll probably go ahead, let her finish this one up, and then head her over to the gallery and open the store up. Let's do a grand opening and see how that goes. Since the kids are going to be at school, she can go ahead and just see how things are going to go at the shop. All right, so she has made it here to the gallery. We are going to go ahead and put the paintings on the wall and get everything set up for the sale. We're going to open everything up and get this grand opening started. So I'm going to just go ahead and put everything on the wall, set everything up for sale, and we will open it up. Norma is extremely excited. I think she's also feeling a little bit nervous about the fact that it is her grand opening. She is hoping that everything goes well and that it is a success. Obviously, she wants this gallery to do well. She wants everything to turn out really, successful. This is nerve-wracking for her because, as we know, she has quit her job. She has put all of her, effort and energy into creating these paintings and purchasing this plot of land with this building, and she wants herself to be a success. She's come over here and she started another painting. Well, okay. So she has one more painting that we can put on a wall, and it is also a duplicate, but that's fine. So we'll let her finish that one up, and then we'll put that one on the wall for sale as well. But she is feeling a little bit of nerves. She's feeling a little excited, but also just anxious about the fact that, is this going to turn out well? Is she going to be a success? Is she going to have a good grand opening? Because she wants things to go well. I have not marked the prices up. We're going to try just doing it as a normal sale for today on her grand opening. She doesn't want to be overzealous about it. So we're just going to try to sell things with normal prices for the first day here without marking things up astronomically, and just see how things go. And if things go well and she does pretty good, then she may mark her prices up for the next time we open up shop. But for this first day here, we're just going to have our regular prices. We're going to greet our customers, see how things go. She is going to hope that things go really well and that she's able to make some sales. So she's just telling everyone hello. Welcome to the art gallery. I hope that you love it here. Everything here is homemade, hand painted by yours truly. I hope that you find something that you like here. I don't know what your budget looks like. I don't know what you are really in the market for, but I sure hope there's something here that you can find that you'll like, that you will want to take home with you, and you can have a little slice of, art decor in your home that will fit your needs. So please let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you. Any questions that you need answered, I would be happy to answer for you. I am always available to answer any questions, let you know about the prices of the paintings that are on the wall. If you have any questions about my art theory, I can obviously answer those questions for you as well. As in, like, what were you thinking when you painted this? Or anything like that. Obviously, I am so happy to discuss my art with all of you. So she's just spending some time getting to know her clients, her customers that have come in, and they are just discussing the paintings and prices and things of that nature as she continues on. She has decided to go and try to get another painting started, but Norma, I really do think you need to be more attentive to your customers. So I am going to just have her also discuss with them, you know, and continue to socialize with them and banter with them so that she can hopefully get them interested in wanting to purchase her things. I don't want her to leave them alone for too long. Obviously, when you are in a store, you want to be able to browse. You don't want to constantly be bombarded by the salesperson, but you do want to have some type of communication with your salesperson, and you want to have them be a little bit attentive to you. So I don't want her to overdo it, but I do want her to be available for them. So that's why she's trying to give them a little bit of space so that they can browse on their own. But also just let them know, I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. I am here for whatever it is that you may need from me. And they seem to be getting on pretty well. The customers are browsing, and their interest in her stuff is going up quite high. As you can see, some of them have quite a bit of interest in her things. The child and the gentleman here have quite a bit of interest in her things, and that seems to be going really well. So I am hoping that she is going to be able to make a sale quite soon. She is feeling really positive about the way things are going currently, and she's like, I think this is actually going really well. I had a pretty good turnout first thing when I first opened the doors. I can't believe there's already this many people in here giving an interest. But she's going to excuse herself to the washroom while they just look around, and then hopefully they will look around and browse and find something that they like while she has excused herself to the loo. And then when she comes back out, maybe they will have found something that they are in the market to purchase. They obviously are talking amongst themselves about the art as well, and just having a little bit of conversation. And there is a socializer here amongst the group as well, which does keep the conversation going a little bit, which does help Norma out a little bit. I mean, sometimes there are socializers that come in and they kind of hinder the sales, but in this situation I think it is kind of helping us in a little bit of a way. I think that it is helping Norma's customer to feel included, and she's kind of being chatty. And it does look like this little boy wants to go ahead and purchase a painting, so we're going to go ahead and have Norma ring him up, and we are having our very first sale of the day in our grand opening, which is ecstatic and great news. I can't believe we're already making our first sale. Norma is so excited about this. She can't wait to ring him up. And yes, she is making a sale. She's so excited. She's like, oh my God, my first sale of an actual painting that I've done. And so she's ringing him up. She's explaining how much it is. And she's like, I hope that you enjoy the painting. I really do think that you're going to love it. It's going to be a great addition to your home. And yes, we have done it. He took the dragon painting, which is going to be a perfect addition to that little boy's room. Thank you so much for your sale. I hope you enjoy your painting. And she sends him on his way. Oh, and we have another sale that has come through. We have this lady here that wants to go ahead and make a purchase. So we're going to go ahead and just go and ring her up as well after we do a few push-ups, because she's feeling super energized after she's doing such great work here. Okay, Norma, come on, get with it. We need you to hurry up and ring her up before she decides that she doesn't want this painting. It looks like we have not just the one that wants to go ahead and make a purchase, but it looks like we have two that want to make a purchase. So we have two paintings that are being sold now. This is great news. I mean, absolutely great news that they both want to make a purchase. We are now selling two paintings. She is making a killing. This is fantastic news. 3 paintings back to back being sold. Norma is just beside herself with just joy, just ecstatic. She's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't believe it. I really didn't think that I was going to be a success, but here we are. You know, we are selling these paintings and things are going so great. And she is so happy right now. As you can see, Maddie has shown up to the gallery and he is looking around as well. And she's like, oh, Maddie, you know, I'm so glad that you came to support the shop. And she's going to go ahead and she's going to greet him. She's going to greet this new customer that's come in. She's just going to tell Maddie that she's really glad that he came by. You know, I didn't expect you to come by here at all. And are you planning to buy a painting as well? Like, are you going to be buying a painting for Evangeline? I wasn't expecting you to come and be supportive like that. And he's going to just tell her, like, I am actually thinking of maybe possibly getting a painting for our house. And of course I would want to support you. So why would I not get a painting from your gallery? I mean, obviously we would want a painting that you painted in our house. Yes, you're her sister. And of course we'd want to be supportive. Like, why would we not? So she is just greeting everyone and answering questions, doing that whole scene that she does, and things are going so well. She's so pleased with herself. She's feeling in such a great mood, and she is really doing a good job here at this grand opening. And we are just going to let her continue on with this work here and see how things go with this new group that has come in, and let her continue to answer some questions about their shopping preferences and their budgets, and answer any questions that they may have about her art and her paintings. Oh, I hope you don't pee in here. Please go use the washroom. We have a public restroom that you can use. If you'd like to go use it, please, by all means, please feel free to use the facilities and don't pee on the floor. Please. I beg of you. Please don't pee on our floor. Just don't do it. So she's going to go and try to, you know, schmooze this lady here and see if she can get her a little more interested in wanting to purchase paintings. Obviously, she is trying to talk to them one-on-one and get them interested, trying to get their interest up as much as she can. They all are generally about level as far as their interest goes. All four of them have about the same amount of interest in her shop, in her paintings, and so it really is hard to say who's going to be the first one to cave and go ahead and want to purchase something. But she is hoping that she is going to make some more sales and that things are going to continue on successfully and in a positive direction. Oh, there's another one that's wanting to buy something, so we are going to go ahead and go ring up this customer here and let her go ahead and purchase a painting. Norma, hurry up and go on over there and ring up this customer, please. She's like, I am going to go ahead and ring you up now. Have you decided on the one you want? And she's like, yes, I have, actually. Thank you so much. I am just in love with this painting. It is beautiful. I think it's going to be a perfect addition in my house. And Norma's like, oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. And I am going to go ahead and just ring this up for you. How would you like to pay? And so she's going to give her credit card information and take this lovely painting of this dog. We love that for her. And we just made 252 simoleons off that painting. That is great news. And she's off. So I do think I'm going to have her take the signs down as well. Not going to restock these paintings. I'm just going to be having her paint new paintings that we'll put up on the wall. I think that would be the better option than restocking the paintings that she had on the wall before. So we'll have her paint all new paintings again. And that way we don't just sell the same things over and over and over again. Oh, Maddie has decided to go ahead and buy a painting from us. Maddie, that is so great. So let's go ahead and go on over and ring Maddie up and let him purchase this painting for Evangeline, which is going to be so great of him to do for her. That is the sweetest thing ever. I think it is so great that he is supporting Norma like this, and also, you know, getting his wife a painting on Earth Day, which is so nice. But I do think it is a nice touch that he is being supportive of Norma in her new endeavors of purchasing this gallery, and, you know, he's just being really supportive of her as a friend. So he has got this painting, and we just got 286 simoleons for that. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, remove all of the signs. Oh, we have another painting for sale that she's wanting to purchase, so we'll ring her up. Oh my God, she's doing so good. I'm so proud of Norma. I think this is really becoming a success. I am so proud. So very proud. She's like, oh, you want to buy this painting? Okay, great. I would love to ring you up. And the other lady's like, these paintings, there's just something about them. They're just so authentic. She's like, yeah, well, you know, I put a lot of hard work into these paintings. I really did. Oh, she took the other dog one. We love that. Yes, we do. She's like, I just have to have this painting of this dog. I just have to have it. So we'll just have her go ahead and greet the customers that are new into the store here. And then we will have her go ahead and, like I said, remove the signs off of the wall for the paintings that have already sold. That way it doesn't look so barren in here on the walls. I mean, it is barren. Obviously, she has sold out of a lot of things today. She's done quite well, which we absolutely love. But we have a lady that has just walked in, and she is actually got quite a bit of interest in the store already just from just walking in without even being spoken to. She has quite a bit of interest in the store and the paintings, which is going to be pretty helpful, I think, and hopefully we can get her to purchase something, which is going to be helpful for us. But Norma is really doing really well as a saleswoman and a representation of her gallery. She is really making a success of herself today, and I am just really proud of her. She is actually really proud of herself. She's like, I can't believe that things are going as smoothly as they're going. I am shocked at how well the store is, you know, actually doing, that my paintings are selling as well as they are. I never actually thought that this would be the case, but here we are. But she's going to remove all of these signs, and then we'll have her finish painting the painting that is on the easel once we close up. And we'll put that on the wall for sale, obviously, and she'll just paint all new paintings, and we'll stock new things on the wall for the next time that we open up. But I do think that it is coming up really close to us going ahead and closing, because it is almost 10 p.m. and it's getting pretty late. We have been open for quite some time, so I think that I just think it's getting really close to a point where we're going to wrap it up and say that the shop is going to go ahead and be closed, just because Norma is like, I don't know how much longer I can actually stay open. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. And so I think that it is almost time for me to close for the day and to see how she's done as far as her profits have gone. She has had a really successful day, so I do think that she's going to be pleasantly surprised about how well she's done. This lady here, though, this blonde-headed lady, she is really got a lot of interest in the shop that is steadily growing. I think she's getting really close to wanting to purchase something, so I'm just kind of holding out. Yes, she is. She wants to purchase this painting. Okay, let's go ahead and ring her up, and then we'll go ahead and close shop. So we're going to go ahead and ring her up, let her purchase this painting here, and then we will close the shop for the night, because it is 11 o'clock in the evening and it is getting, you know, really, really late. She has been open for hours now. So she's going to go ahead and ring her up, and we will bag up this painting for you. And thank you so much for your interest. Thank you so much for wanting to support the gallery. Obviously, please do come back again. We have paintings that change all the time. There never two paintings are alike. Obviously, I paint them by hand, and so yeah, we would love to see you come again. So we're going to go ahead, remove this sign, and close up shop for the evening. So we made 1,843 simoleons for the day today. That is fantastic profit. I am shocked that she did so well. So glad that she did so well, but just, she's like, I cannot believe I made that kind of money. I mean, on my grand opening, that is spectacular. So she's going to finish up this painting really quick. We're going to, obviously, once she's done with this painting, put it on the wall and mark it for sale. And then we'll head her on home. She is exhausted. She needs to get food in her belly. Maddie has stopped on by just to see how she did. How was your first day? He said. You know, I was just curious how the grand opening went. She's like, it went amazing, Maddie. Thank you so much for your support and for purchasing a painting. You totally didn't have to do that, but it really did go great. I had a wonderful grand opening, and I am really stoked that, you know, were here to support me. But I do have to head on home. It is really late. And he's like, yeah, no worries. And she's like, could you, just go home? And so she's going to head on home herself, and we will see you when she gets back to the house. All right, we have headed back over to the house now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to let her grab herself a bite to eat and then get herself off to bed. It is very, very late. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning here, and she has had herself a very long, very eventful day. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.